Good evening. I'm Mike Reed, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Gannett, the publisher of over 260 daily news products and USA Today, and the organizer of tonight's inspiring high school athlete recognition awards. Before we begin, I want to take a moment to address recent events. The killings of George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, and Breonna Taylor are but a few recent examples of the devastating realities Black communities have faced for far too long. Each reflects the systemic racism, racial injustice, and inequalities that have plagued our nation's history. Gannett and the USA Today Network stand in solidarity with Black communities as an ally in the fight against discrimination in all its forms. We believe Black lives matter. We are committed to action to drive real and lasting change, and will use our media platforms to listen, educate, and advocate across the communities we serve. Tonight's honored student athletes set an incredible example for our nation. They demonstrate that on an equal playing field, we are at our best and can achieve greatness together. Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm Hoda Kotb. Good evening, everybody. And we should say tonight is all about you. Tonight we celebrate the athletes, the families, the friends, and the sports fans. This year is not what any of us expected, but we're not going to let it stop us from celebrating the accomplishments of the best high school athletes in our communities. Not only are we recognizing and awarding the best performances in high school athletics, but we'll also be shining a light on the off-the-field stories of courage and perseverance and heart that provide much-needed messages of hope and inspiration for all of us during these very uncertain times. You guys, together, we will get through this and we'll shine brighter. I offer a heartfelt congratulations to all of tonight's honorees who have wonderful and exciting new chapters ahead. I'm convinced those of you watching can foster the skills and lessons learned playing sports to become future leaders in your communities and make the world a better place. We are counting on you. We continue to cheer for you from the sidelines. I want to wish you guys best wishes for a bright future.
My wish for you, my darling, is that you'll always be this free. My wish for you, my darling.
Do you remember when you felt truly free? When you had the courage to step into the unknown. When you weren't afraid to make mistakes. And when trouble came, you found you were never really alone. Do you remember the ones who were there for you? The ones who comforted you? The ones you trusted to keep you safe? The ones who were selfless, without hesitation. We remember because that's who we are. At Sarasota Memorial, you can feel better knowing that we are here.
As the 2019 WEDU PBS Be More Awards Nonprofit of the Year, Children First strengthens children and families by improving the quality of lives through a comprehensive approach to development, education, health, and well-being. More information at childrenfirst.net.
We believe in families, in barbecues on Sunday afternoons, in PTA meetings and staying up late helping with homework. We believe in lifelong friends, in knowing your neighbors, in passing down traditions through generations, in having a place you want to call home. In Lakewood Ranch, we believe in community, where we love to live and laugh. This is our town. This is our common ground.
Family has always been my biggest inspiration, and my career often takes me to the greatest heights all over the world. I dedicate so much time to training and traveling that my time at home with my family is everything to me.
At Sarasota Ford, we know your time is valuable. That's why we now offer online purchasing and delivery. With online shopping and purchasing, we make it easy to compare our pre-owned, new, or newer vehicles from the comfort of your home, office, or, well, anywhere. Visit sarasotaford.com, select your vehicle, and click ePrice to start. We're here to assist you by phone, or you can even video chat with a product specialist.
I like it.
So do I. I say we do it.
Once you've decided on the perfect vehicle for you, we'll deliver it right to your front door. We make it that easy. Visit us today at sarasotaford.com or give us a call at 941-366-3673.
Welcome to the Herald-Tribune's Best of HT Preps, presented by Sarasota Memorial Hospital, Lakewood Ranch, and Sarasota Ford. We are proud to honor the top high school athletes from Southwest Florida as the USA Today Network brings you the best night in high school sports across the country. The Best of HT Preps Award Show begins in 3, 2, 1.
And this is my world now. This is my world now. So anyone who try to write me off, tell them they can go and write this down. This is my world now. And this is my world now. This is my world now.
Sarasota, are you ready? The show starts now.
Hey sports fans, I'm Courtney Cronin.
And I'm Dr. Jerry Punch. We are thrilled to bring you what is considered to be the biggest and best high school sports celebration across the entire country.
You know, Dr. Punch, I've covered sports across all levels throughout my career, and I always say my most rewarding experiences as a journalist have been telling the stories of high school athletes, and I'm thrilled that we get to be here tonight to honor the nation's best.
Courtney, so much uncertainty the past few months, the pandemic around the world, business, sports, everything has ground to a screeching halt. I know so many lives have been touched and changed. How about you?
Yeah, as someone who covers the NFL, we've been navigating some pretty murky waters. And while there is a lot of uncertainty in our day-to-day life, the one thing that's not uncertain are the accomplishments and achievements of the athletes we're about to honor.
This is a night of celebration, so let's get this party started. And let's meet our co-hosts joining us from New York City and Connecticut are Jesse Palmer and Sage Steele.
I'm Jesse Palmer.
And I'm Sage Steele, and we will be your hosts. What an absolute honor it is to be a part of this amazing award show to recognize the dedication, the hard work, and the perseverance by so many high school athletes. And we are talking to you. I want to offer a heartfelt congratulations for getting through these last couple of months. I know it's not how you scripted, but we hope that this is a little bit of a time for you to celebrate your accomplishments with us tonight.
The Herald-Tribune is proud to bring you a star-studded award show to honor the top high school athletes from Southwest Florida. Brought to you by the Sarasota Memorial Hospital, Lakewood Ranch, and Sarasota Ford. What we're doing tonight is unprecedented. We're bringing together some of the biggest names in professional sports. I'm talking about Michael Phelps, Venus Williams, Drew Brees, to help us honor some of the country's best high school athletes. And Sage, I want to know, who are you pumped to see?
Oh my gosh, there's so many people I cannot wait to see. How about Super Bowl MVP Patrick Mahomes, of course the great Stephen Curry, Gabby Douglas will join us as well, and Misty May Traynor, the beach volleyball superstar. So many people out there I can't wait to see. What about you guys?
Thanks, guys. What an incredible list of celebrities and stars. And add to that list, how about 2019 U.S. Open champion Gary Woodland? What a rising star in the golf world. And how about Jordan Burroughs? He is a beast on the mat as a wrestler.
Yeah, anytime Jessica Mendoza is on TV is appointment viewing for me. I learned so much about the game of baseball whenever she's in the booth, and I'm kind of biased as an avid skier myself. I'm excited to see Bodie Miller tonight.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Bodie either, you know. And I just can't believe someone talked legendary head coach Bill Belichick into doing this. What an exciting show this is going to be. You know, tonight we'll present the top honorees and then the athlete of the year for each state-sanctioned sport. Now, honorees, remember that no matter who is selected as the top award recipient, everyone is included in this show, is a winner.
In addition to celebrating the achievements over the last year, we're also celebrating the spirit of sport. And that's not made up of one win or one big night, but hundreds of seconds, minutes, hours, and days that create the path to this moment. And the spirit of sport is about more than just the game. It's the preparation for life. Becoming a star requires setting goals, handling criticism, taking risks, and becoming a team player. What we hope is that you celebrate this honor, but remember, now is not the time to stop.
The past few months have tested us all in ways we never expected. And even though we can't celebrate in person, you all deserve a moment in the spotlight. So this is your night. Now, before we move into our first set of awards, we want to pause and recognize some of the loved ones who helped these young athletes grow and rise to their individual challenges. Yeah, we're talking about mom and dad and family and those you cherish as family.
You have encouraged and consoled. You've cleaned up stinky, sweaty uniforms, bandaged scraped knees, and wrapped sprained ankles. You've sat on the edge of your seat, maybe bit your nails until they were no more, cried tears of joy and heartache as you hoped that your pride and joy would achieve everything they dreamed.
Mom, Dad, your little girl or boy has grown up and become a winner, in no small part thanks to your sacrifices. So this show is also a tribute to you. And not to be overlooked, let's give some props to the coaches out there. Former legendary coach John Wooden once said, "A good coach can change a game, but a great coach can change a life." Congratulations to all you coaches on a job well done.
Yes, thank you to all the supporters who have helped shape these young lives. And thank you to all of our sponsors for your support in making this night possible for our community. Now, before we get to the awards, let's head to Courtney to tell us how our viewers can support the athletes and coaches tonight and be part of the celebration.
All right, let's show the power of the high school sports community in Southwest Florida. During the month of June, the Herald-Tribune will join other media groups in the USA Today network to host a month-long fundraiser for charitable organizations assisting with COVID-19 relief efforts. And the community with the most donations will receive a matching donation from USA Today for charities in their area. So, Sarasota, let's show the love. To donate, just click Team HT Preps COVID Relief on the event website. Now, let's hype it up and get the show trending. Tag us on your social posts, share photos and videos from your own celebrations and watch parties with tonight's hashtags. Post on Instagram or Twitter will be shown on the social media feed on the event website, sponsored by New Balance. When you use hashtag High School Sports Awards, hashtag New Balance SRQ, and hashtag HT Preps, you'll be part of the national conversation as these awards are announced while showing support for your local friends, teammates, and students. Plus, one lucky person using these hashtags on Instagram or Twitter will receive an autographed gift from one of our featured guests tonight. I'm going to donate and post right now.
Let's show some love. Now, we hope you're going to help us support COVID relief efforts throughout the country. We better be seeing your posts on social media, but now it is time to finally get this thing started. Athletes, look, you have run, you've hit, you've jumped, thrown, tossed, spiked, served, pinned, and pitched your way into the record books, into the pages of your hometown newspaper, and now into our hearts as well. But we're ready to showcase these stars for all of the world to see. Let's get the show started with one of the biggest basketball stars playing today. Presenting our basketball awards tonight is 6-time All-Star, 2-time MVP, and 3-time NBA champion, none other than Golden State Warriors phenom, Steph Curry.
The HT Preps Basketball Awards are presented courtesy of Children First.
What's up, athletes? Stephen Curry here. Just want to congratulate each and every one of you on an amazing career, an amazing year, and wishing you all the best where life takes you next. Basketball and the level of play continues to evolve. And fans and coaches are always looking for the next superstar who's going to change the way the game is played. Let's meet some up-and-coming stars who are on track to becoming the next game changers. Here are your honorees for Girls Basketball Player of the Year. The finalists for Girls Basketball Player of the Year are, and the best of HT Preps Girls Basketball Player of the Year is Omira Gordon of Braden River High School.
O'Mira Gordon led the Pirates to their first ever state semifinal appearance as a junior. Gordon averaged 26.1 points per game, shooting 66% from the field, including a lights-out 60% from three-point range. Gordon was also named the Florida Gatorade Player of the Year and was named the Florida Dairy Farmers Class 6A Player of the Year this season. She is currently being recruited by some of the top Division I programs in the nation.
Congratulations, O'Mira, and I look forward to hearing what program you choose.
Boys basketball.
Next up, the honorees for the Boys Basketball Player of the Year. And the finalists for the Boys Basketball Player of the Year are... And the best of HT Prep's Boys Basketball Player of the Year is Trey Carroll of Charlotte High School.
Trey Carroll did it all for Charlotte High this past season, averaging 24.4 points, 9.6 rebounds, and 3.4 assists per game. The 6'8" junior led the Tarpons to a 20-9 record and an appearance in a Class 6A region semifinal game. Carroll hones his basketball skills year-round, also playing for one of the top travel teams in the state, the Southwest Florida Hoopers. He is one of the most heavily recruited players in the state.
Congratulations, Trey, on this and all those college offers.
To present our next award, we have one of the most decorated female athletes of all time. 3-time gold medalist, world record holder, and perhaps the greatest athlete in the heptathlon and long jump, one of the all-time greats in track and field, Jackie Joyner-Kersee.
Girls cross country.
Hi, I'm Jackie Joyner-Kersee, Olympic champion, but some of my best memories was running and playing basketball in high school. The athletes who participate in cross-country and track and field competitions must master physical and mental hurdles to run another mile, shave off the extra second, and jump a little higher. Here are your honorees for the Girls Cross Country Runner of the Year. The finalists for the Girls Cross Country Runner of the Year are... Ladies and gentlemen, the Girls Cross Country Runner of the Year is Caroline Lehman from Manatee High School.
Caroline Lehman sets a new Manatee High School record every time she sets a new personal best in the 5K. She finished in 6th place at the Class 4A State Cross Country Meet for the second consecutive season as a sophomore. She has captured individual district championships in both of her first 2 varsity seasons, is a 2-time champion at the annual Tri-County Cross Country Invitational, and also won the Venice Invitational last fall, finishing 50 seconds ahead of the runner-up.
Congratulations, Caroline.
Boys cross country.
Next up, the honorees for the Boys Cross Country Runners of the Year. And the finalists for the Boys Cross Country Runner of the Year are... The Boys Cross Country Runner of the Year is Tristan McWilliam from Out of the Door Academy.
Tristan McWilliam turned in his best time of the season at the Northport Invitational in 16 minutes, 5.60 seconds. The sophomore runner from Out of Door Academy capped his impressive season by finishing in 7th place at the Class 1A State Cross Country Meet. McWilliam's 7th place finish was tops among all area runners taking part in the state competition. McWilliam finished first at the annual Canes Cross Country Classic and also claimed the individual crown at the Class 1A District 6 Championships.
Way to lead the pack, Tristan.
Moving right along, we have a crowded field of competitors and one of the best of all time to announce the top players.
Here to present the top football athletes, we have none other than Saints quarterback and Super Bowl MVP Drew Brees.
Next up are the awards for football, brought to you courtesy of Leather Gallery.
Hey, I'm Drew Brees. I just want to encourage you to keep up the good fight both on and off the field. Sports isn't forever, but positive impacts on your community last a lifetime. I've played a lot of football in my time. I've been injured, set records, lost heartbreakers, and won big games. But believe it or not, some of my best memories are from playing high school football. In 1996, we were the 5A Division II state champions in the state of Texas. And of all the accomplishments I've been able to experience on the football field, That was probably one of my greatest ones ever. Here are your honorees for Defensive Football Player of the Year. And your finalists for Defensive Football Player of the Year are, and the Defensive Football Player of the Year is Matt Wyatt of Palmetto High School.
Senior Matt Wyatt was an integral factor in Palmetto High returning to the state semifinals for the first time since 2011. Wyatt racked up 143 tackles, 32 of them for a loss, and 55 of them solo. He also collected 5 sacks, forced 3 fumbles, and recorded an interception. The 5'9", 200-pound linebacker proved he had discipline beyond the football field as well during his athletic career at Palmetto. Wyatt starred on Palmetto's weightlifting team and wrestled at 169 pounds, forcing him to lose significant weight following the football season.
Congratulations, Matt.
Football offense.
Here are your honorees for Offensive Football Player of the Year. And your finalists for Offensive Football Player of the Year are, and the Offensive Football Player of the Year is Xavier Williams of Palmetto High School.
Quarterback Xavier Williams cut loose for 29 touchdowns and 2,788 yards through the air, completing 197 of 283 passes. He also carried the ball 91 times for 430 yards and 8 more touchdowns. The senior completed 19 of 25 passes for 2 touchdowns in a 23-17 win over Port Charlotte in a Region semifinal before playing his best game of the season in a Class 6A Region 3 final against Charlotte High. There he exploded for 318 passing yards and 7 touchdowns in a 62-15 victory.
Congratulations, Xavier.
All right, so next up is golf, and here to present is the 2019 U.S. Open champion, Gary Woodland.
Our golf awards are sponsored tonight by LeCom.
Hey everyone, it's Gary Woodland. I hope everyone is staying safe during this time. And congrats to all the athletes who've obviously put in so much hard work and dedication. One, I wish I was back in your spot. I missed my time in high school, but I cherish those memories still today. So hopefully it's a springboard forward for you, and look forward to seeing you in the future. Golf is a game that takes unique combination of physical and mental stamina. It demands countless hours on the range, the greens, and on the course. These kids have put in the work, and they have the handicaps to prove it. Here are your honorees for the Girls Golfer of the Year. And the finalists for the Girls Golfer of the Year are the best of HT Prep's Girl Golfer of the Year is Jacqueline Petrino of Riverview High School.
Jacqueline Petrino captured the individual crown at the Class 3A State Golf Championships as a sophomore and then hit the course to keep practicing. Her focus and competitiveness earned her another title a few weeks later as she placed #1 in the Florida Junior Tour. Petrino led Riverview to the team championship at the Class 3A Region 3 tournament by firing a 69 at Heritage Oaks Golf and Country Club in Sarasota to earn medalist honors. As if all that wasn't enough, Petrino added a little something extra to winning the individual title early last fall at the prestigious Donald Ross Invitational by recording her first ever hole-in-one.
Congratulations, Jacqueline.
Boys Golf.
And now to the boys tee. Here are the honorees for Boys Golfer of the Year. Here are the finalists for Boys Golfer of the Year.
The HT Preps Boys Golfer of the Year is Noah Coomer of Cardinal Mooney Catholic High School. Noah Coomer of Cardinal Mooney High won 9 of the 13 events he played in, earning medalist honors in 9 straight tournaments. More impressive was the fact that Coomer recorded an 18-hole average score of 69.46. The left-hander fired a sizzling round of 67 to capture the individual crown at the Class 1A Region 3 tournament and finished tied for 17th at this year's Class 1A State Golf Championships as the Cougars finished 5th as a team. Coomer will continue playing golf and pursue his college education at Florida Southern College. Congratulations, Noah Coomer.
Our next presenter is just barely out of high school herself, but has represented the United States at multiple levels.
She's a professional soccer player for the Washington Spirit and midfielder of the U.S. Women's National Team and FIFA Women's World Cup Award winner. Here she is, Rose Lavelle.
Girls soccer.
Hi, I'm Rose Lavelle. I just wanted to say congratulations to all of you guys. Some of my favorite memories from high school are playing high school sports and representing my high school on the soccer field. So you guys can take that memory with you in this next stage of life, and best of luck moving forward with whatever you have next. Congratulations again. Soccer is a beautiful sport. It's easily the world's most favorite sport. Anyone can play it at any time, anywhere, at the beach, on the street, in the gym. Let's take a look at the next generation of soccer stars. Here are your honorees for Girls Soccer Player of the Year. Here are your finalists for Girls Soccer Player of the Year. The Girls Soccer Player of the Year is Mason Schilling from Venice High School.
Mason Schilling was the heart and soul of the Venice High team that made its first ever appearance in a state final in program history. Schilling paced the Indians with 21 goals and 12 assists this season. The senior Indians scored the lone goals in 1-0 victories in the 2 wins that propelled Venice to the Class 6A state championship game against eventual state champion Miami Lourdes Academy. The straight-A student is bound for Bemidji State University in Minnesota, where she will continue her education and soccer career.
Congratulations, Mason Schilling, your Girls Soccer Player of the Year.
Boys soccer.
Now to the boys' side of the field. Here are your honorees for Boys Soccer Player of the Year. And your finalists for Boys Soccer Player of the Year. The Boys Soccer Player of the Year is Danny Paniagua from Palmetto High School.
The junior Tiger, Danny Paniagua, led Palmetto High to the Class 6A Region 6 final and a sterling record of 18-3-1 last season. Danny finished with 22 goals and 17 assists. But the prototype attacking midfielder points to his teammates when it comes to discussing a team whose accolades included a 72-17 goal differential, 8 shutouts, and 3 8-0 Mercy Rule victories during the regular season. Paniagua was one of 11 juniors on a squad that should take even bigger steps next season when the group morphs into seniors.
Congratulations, Danny Paniagua, your Boys Soccer Player of the Year.
Our next guy, I don't even know where to begin. I guess I could start with his 28 Olympic medals, of which 23 of those are gold. Or maybe the time that he was named the Sports Illustrated Sportsman of the Year. He's a world champion, world record holder, and the most decorated swimmer of all time, Michael Phelps.
Girls swimming.
A special shout out to all the competitors in Florida. I loved visiting last year, and I know the competition is fierce throughout the state. Keep working hard, putting in the hours, and I hope to see you on the top of the leaderboard in the future. I've spent a significant portion of my life in the pool, and I know firsthand the commitment that each of these swimmers has made to be the best. It all starts with a dream. Then you put in the work, you make the sacrifices, you chase that dream one stroke at a time. Every 100th of a second you gain gets you closer to that dream. The extra laps in the early morning separate you from the rest of the competition. Everything you've done, everything you've learned, everything you've put into becoming the best is all worthwhile when you see your name at the top of the board. Enjoy the moment. You've earned it. Here are your honorees for Girls Swimmer of the Year. The finalist for the Girls Swimmer of the Year. The best of HT Prep's Girls Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year is Emma Weyant of Riverview High School.
Emma Wyant, who also earned the HT Preps honor last year, did not lose a single race in her senior season. Emma won the Class 4A state championship in the 200 individual medley and also brought home the gold in the 500 freestyle. The senior ram turned heads on the national stage last summer by winning the 400 individual medley at the U.S. National Championships in the third fastest time in the history of the girls' 17-18 division. Emma will continue her swimming career and education at the University of Virginia.
Congratulations, Emma.
Boys swimming.
Now to the boys' lane. Here are your honorees for Boys Swimmer of the Year. The finalists for the Boys Swimmer of the Year. Best of HT Preps Boys Swimmer of the Year is Alexander Gusev.
Alexander Gusev made giant strides this season. After claiming 5th place in the 500 freestyle and finishing 9th in the 200 individual medley at state as a junior, Gusev returned this season to claim a pair of gold medals. He won the 200 individual medley and also grabbed gold in the 100 butterfly. Gusev gives much of the credit for his success to his days as a longtime member of the Sarasota YMCA Sharks, coached by Brent Arkey, who also previously coached the Rams swim team. He will continue his education and swimming career at Arizona State.
Congratulations, Alexander.
We've had so many professional athletes as part of this program who are at the top of their game. The next is no exception. She's considered one of the greatest beach volleyball players in the history of the sport. Please welcome Misty May Trainer.
Volleyball.
Hey guys, this is Misty May Trainer. I am so happy to be celebrating you. I wish I could be there in person. I know this is a virtual time we're living in right now, but again, I am so happy to be celebrating with you. Congratulations to all the seniors. Congratulations on all the awardees. Congratulations to everyone graduating. The best volleyball players have a motivation to rise above the competition and to put their team in a position to score and win. They tax their bodies and test their stamina, putting in countless hours of training to perfect their skill. It's time to dig up the best of the best for volleyball. Here are your honorees for Volleyball Player of the Year. The finalists for Volleyball Player of the Year are... And the Volleyball Player of the Year is Sophia Hurwitz of Cardinal Mooney Catholic High School.
Senior Sophia Hurwitz played a major role in the Cougars winning their first ever volleyball state championship in the school's 61-year history. Sophia contributed 300 digs, 250 kills, 37 blocks, and 22 aces to Cardinal Mooney's title run. The Cougars won a 5-set nail-biter over Westminster Christian to claim the Class 3A state championship. The 5'8" libero and outside hitter is considered to be a defensive specialist. Sophia will continue her education and volleyball career at Davidson College.
Congratulations, Sophia. Way to bring home the title.
Our next presenter is on his way to becoming the most decorated American wrestler in history. He's a Hodge Trophy winner, which is like the Heisman for wrestling. He's a 4-time world champion and gold medal winner. Give it up for Jordan Burroughs.
Wrestling.
What's up, guys? Jordan Burroughs here, Olympic and world champion at 74 kilograms for the United States of America. I am happy to be here today with you guys, and congratulations to all of the winners this evening. This is a very special day, something that I'm happy to be a part of, especially because looking at my career now, at this point where you guys are, I never knew what I was capable of. And the cool thing about it is you guys still have so much ahead of you. I want to talk to all of the athletes out there about strength, not just physical strength, but mental strength, about getting back up, shaking off the losses and trying again. We need that now more than ever. We need to get back up again kind of attitude. And it's my focus as I prepare for the next Olympics. But I'd like to challenge all the viewers out there to embrace this mindset, work together, and let's rise to the challenge of winning again. Here are your honorees for Boys Wrestler of the Year. And the finalists for Boys Wrestler of the Year are... The Wrestler of the Year is Lucas Willis from Charlotte High School.
Lucas Willis won his 4th individual state crown in the 152-pound weight class at the Class 6A State Wrestling Championships. The final match, a by-decision win, topped off a stellar season, featuring a 51-1 record. Willis has learned valuable lessons under the guidance of Coach Evan Robinson, himself a former wrestler at Charlotte and Purdue University. The Tarpons finished 3rd in the team standings and qualified 11 wrestlers out of a possible 14 weight classes for the state meet.
Congratulations, Lucas, the Wrestler of the Year.
Girls weightlifting.
The girls weightlifter of the year is Annabelle Anderson from Charlotte High School.
Annabelle Anderson was the lone area athlete to bring back a gold medal from the state competition at Panama City Beach. Anderson won the individual title in the 129-pound weight class. The senior tarpon lifted 170 pounds in the bench press and another 185 in the clean and jerk for a total of 355 pounds. Anderson revealed her focus and determination during her senior season after finishing in 4th place at the state meet at 129 pounds as a junior.
Congratulations to Annabelle, our girls weightlifter of the year.
A special shout out to all the honorees in Florida, my hometown state. It's unfortunate we didn't get to name the tennis stars of the year due to sports cancellations. The competition is tough, and opportunities for training in Florida are great. Keep working hard and believing in your dreams.
As the 2019 WEDU PBS Be More Awards Nonprofit of the Year, Children First strengthens children and families by improving the quality of lives through a comprehensive approach to development, education, health, and well-being. More information at childrenfirst.net.
Again, congratulations to all of our Player of the Year honorees and award winners. From the big stars to the rising stars, I just love hearing these athletic greats announce the next generation of award-winning, show-stopping athletes. So let's show some love to all of them too, right? Show us all your celebrations and congratulations on social media, and make sure you're showing your support, photos and videos from your watch parties, or even photos of your favorite moments throughout the season.
Speaking of showing some love, we have something special in store for you tonight. While we're recognizing those who were able to train, perform, and excel in their sports, there were so many student athletes who were stopped short of reaching their goals when spring sports and other big milestones were canceled due to protecting students and fans from the spread of COVID-19. For all of you seniors out there, this is for you.
The special Spring Tribute is presented with support by FPL.
Hey guys, this is Gabby Douglas.
Hey guys, it's Patrick.
Hey guys, it's Steph.
Hey guys, Wayne Gretzky here.
This is Jessica Mendoza.
This is Venus Williams. We just want you to know.
For every player who couldn't step onto the field,
Who missed their last game,
Who won't play that final match,
Who never scored that last goal,
Who missed the state playoffs,
Who didn't go to prom
or walk across the stage.
This
is for you.
We know.
You aren't alone. We feel it too. The stillness.
The silence. The absence. We never had the chance.
We never felt what could have been.
We worked. We practiced.
We sweat, cried, and bled for those moments.
For those opportunities.
For those memories.
And just like that, it stopped. But we cannot stop.
We are not finished.
Our chance to win is not over.
The future is still calling.
And it's calling your name.
So don't stop learning.
Don't stop training. Don't stop trying. And don't stop dreaming.
Because the future,
My future, our future,
starts today.
Don't stop now.
powerful message for all our seniors out there. I'm here to ask you to get one more message trending, and it's one we all need to hear. Hashtag Don't Stop Now. And just to give this some extra momentum, we'll choose one person who uses this hashtag on Instagram or Twitter and award them with $1,000 and donate $1,000 to the COVID relief charity of their choice. Seniors, whatever your future may hold, good luck and don't stop now.
Hopefully we'll be back on the fields and courts sooner rather than later. Before our next award, here's a message from one of our local community leaders who made this event possible.
Congratulations to the high school class of 2020 from New Balance Sarasota. We opened our first store the year you all were born, giving us the opportunity to watch you grow and allowing us to help with your footwear needs along the way. New Balance Sarasota has been and will continue to be with you as you make your mark on your next campus both on and off the field. We invite you to come back and visit one of our 2 locally owned and operated locations where you'll find the best gear so you can be the best as you enter a new chapter in life. New Balance Sarasota.
And now back to the awards. And before we move on to some of the biggest awards of the night, we'd like to recognize a group of people who play a huge part in making high school athletics what it is, the mascots.
Here to present the Fan Favorite Mascot Award is Jose Ayala, General Manager of the mall at University Town Center.
Hi everyone, my name is Jose Ayala and I'm the General Manager at the mall at University Town Center in Sarasota. As you know, school spirit involves a strong emotional connection with your school. It makes everyone feel like they are part of something greater than themselves. School mascots play a vital role in motivating fans as well as the athletes. They make everyone smile and bring people together. The mall at the University Town Center is proud to recognize the importance of school pride as we name the winner of the Best Mascot Contest. The 2020 Best HT Prep Mascot Contest winners are the Sarasota High School Sailors, Sam and Sally. Congratulations.
Next, the award for Athletic Trainer of the Year presented by Sarasota Memorial Healthcare System. Here to announce the award is Dr. Jack Rodman.
Good evening. I'd like to thank the Herald-Tribune for inviting Sarasota Memorial Healthcare System to be part of tonight's event. It's truly a pleasure to be here to help recognize the incredible achievements of our student athletes and the dedicated team of volunteers and staff who work hard to ensure the health and well-being of these student athletes. At Sarasota Memorial, we're all about health and safety. Over the years, it's been our privilege to provide medical care and rehabilitative services to hundreds of student athletes. Whether it's overcoming injuries sustained on the field or battling medical conditions that sideline them for the season, there's nothing more rewarding than seeing them successfully return to play. That's why we are so proud to present this year's award for the 2020 Athletic Trainer of the Year. Certified athletic trainers play a pivotal role in our community, overseeing the safety of every student athlete who graduates from our high schools. From educating them on proper techniques to working with physicians to manage and mitigate their risks of injury, a certified athletic trainer is always close by. No one exemplifies the professionalism and dedication more than this year's award recipient, Jason Price. Jason has been an athletic trainer for more than 15 years. He spent his first 2 years as a graduate assistant athletic trainer at Florida International University in Miami while he was completing his master's degree. Jason also had an internship with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Locally, Jason serves as head athletic trainer at Sarasota High School, a position he has held for the past 12 years. Spending countless hours delivering top quality care, Jason has made safety a top priority for many of the athletes here tonight, and it is my pleasure to present him with the 2020 Athletic Trainer of the Year Award. Congratulations.
Next up is the Academic Athlete of the Year presented by the Herald-Tribune.
This next award is for the student athletes who not only got it done on the field, but also in the classroom. Juggling schoolwork and extracurriculars is not an easy feat, yet these student athletes managed to excel at both. And the HT Prep's Academic Athlete of the Year is Anna Kleemeyer, of Cardinal Mooney Catholic High School.
Anna Klummeyer was part of the history-making volleyball team that won the school's first ever state championship. But Anna's talent and work ethic spans much wider than athletics. She has been a model student athlete juggling the demands of a championship volleyball team and AP courses her entire high school career. Her GPA stands at 4.6 weighted and is poised to graduate among the top 3 in her class. The senior captain and middle blocker has also served nearly 100 hours in volunteer work. Her efforts recently earned her the Gigi Longpre Memorial Scholarship, which is given to one female from Cardinal Mooney involved in athletics and community service. Anna will continue her academic and volleyball career at the U.S. Naval Academy.
Congratulations, Anna.
The next award is the Inspiration Award, presented by the Herald-Tribune. This award shines the spotlight on a person in the community who has encouraged, motivated, and inspired high school student athletes. And the 2020 Inspiration Award recipient is Clint Calhoun of Venice High School. Clint Calhoun has been part of the Venice football staff for more than a decade. He's the official motivational coach for the Indians. Fans and players will see him getting players motivated before every practice, giving pregame speeches every Thursday, and walking up and down the sidelines every Friday cheering the team. His spirit, commitment, and unwavering dedication continues to be an inspiration to the team and the community. Congratulations, Clint, the 2020 Inspiration Award winner. Next up is the Comeback Player of the Year Award, presented by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and our very special guest, Tampa Bay linebacker Devin White.
Hi, I'm Devin White, linebacker for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I'm pumped to be a part of this show honoring high school athletes who have been standouts and demonstrated their desire to be the very best version of themselves. High school is not always an easy time. When I was in your shoes, I experienced a lot of success, but what people didn't always see were the hard times, when I was challenged, when I was doubted, and when I was questioned. The path to becoming the best, whether that's in your sport, in school, at your job, or just in life, is not always a straight path. All of us fall. All of us consider stopping. All of us ask, is it worth it? Have I chosen the right path? But not everyone fights through pain. Not everyone leaps over obstacles. Not everyone stares in the face of someone who says, nah, you can't do it, and then decides to give everything they've got to prove to themselves and to others that in fact they can do it. I've had obstacles. I've been tested, but those moments didn't define me. Instead, how I responded to those tests showed I had a winning spirit. And people with a winning spirit can come back from anything. The Comeback Player of the Year was knocked down several times, but from one linebacker to another, man, I'm proud of how you got back up, trained, worked through the pain, and then led your team in tackles. It's my honor to announce the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Comeback Player of the Year is Justin Porter of Manning High School.
In his sophomore season, Manatee High linebacker Justin Porter went for a tackle, and a collision created such pain in his ankle he was sure his football career was over. He had emergency surgery as the bone in his ankle was pinching a nerve. He required months of rehab and support from his trainer Bruce Lawler and his family. But when he recovered, he knew he wanted to make the most of his second chance at football.
Like, when it first happened, I knew something was wrong with my leg with my ankle because, like, my whole left leg just wasn't feeling right. It wasn't feeling the same, like, as usual. So
he did a great job of rehabbing and doing the things he needed to do. I really didn't see much of a drop-off in his play as far as his performance, and he wasn't nursing the injury in any kind of way.
My main focus was to stay on the game and stay focused in the game and do the best I can.
But the main thing he added was consistency and dependability. And also he did a great job mentoring our younger kids and bringing them along and making sure that those kids, more important than anything else, kept their confidence when they may not have had a good day.
Yes, after all of the rehab that I did, I was able to be more mobile on my feet. So I just got better and better and was able to play both positions. I was a big computer guy, so every year in school, I had some type of computer class. So I just wanted to use that as my advantage in life, other than football. So I think computer science will bring me a long way in life past football. I chose Cardinal Mooney because in the past years I knew a lot about the school already, and I did research on them, and they have a lot of academic stuff that I like. So it was more than just football. So I had to think about my education at the next level too. So I thought they were the best fit for me, education and football-wise.
Playing college football and playing at that next level, are you a dependable person? Are you accountable for your actions? And then can you push yourself to get better? Do you have self-desire to be able to go to that next level? And that's the thing that he has. And you got to be a self-motivated person to be highly successful. And he has all of those traits.
Yes, I would love to go to the pros. That's a dream for me. And I'm gonna do whatever I can to achieve that dream. But if my pro dream doesn't come true, I'm gonna use the computer science in my everyday life and do the best I can to get out of that. But I'm still gonna try my hardest to achieve my dream and go to the pros.
Congratulations, Justin, and best of luck in Tennessee.
And now to present the Sarasota Memorial Courage Award is Dr. Jack Rodman, Vice President and Chief Medical Officer.
At Sarasota Memorial Hospital, we know courage when we see it. We see it in the hearts of our patients as they face some of their toughest days. We see it in the eyes of our volunteers and staff as they serve this community on the front lines of the COVID pandemic. And we see it in the story of this year's winner of the 2020 Courage Award, Wendy Renoir. In his sophomore year, while representing Northport High School on the football field, Wendy suffered a catastrophic injury. A head-on collision resulted in a fracture of his C1 and C6 vertebrae. Wendy had broken his neck. And although Wendy was fortunate enough not to suffer damage to his spinal cord, he faced months of painful and frustrating rehab. But Wendy refused to stay down. He didn't just face his fear, he quite literally ran towards it, completing his rehab and excelling beyond, joining both the cross country and the track teams. This year, Wendy stepped back on the field as a senior to represent Northport High School once again, leading his school to multiple victories. Now he has plans to attend the State College of Florida to become a physical therapist, so he can help others find their courage too. Football season may be over, but for Wendy Renoir's promising young life, it's just beginning. And we look forward to the many stories it will tell. It is with great admiration that I present to him the 2020 Courage Award. Congratulations.
And now to present the Sarasota Ford Coach of the Year Award is Matt Buchanan of Sarasota Ford.
What a pleasure to be a partner again with the Herald-Tribune for the best of HT Preps. We have supported this event since its inception and love joining all of you in celebrating the athletic achievement as well as the spirit of community that goes hand in hand with high school sports. Actually, I'm especially partial to prep sports as I met my wife Diana running track at Cardinal-Mooney. Diana and I share a deep appreciation for obviously who you meet when you participate in team sports, but also the camaraderie that sports naturally brings out in all of us. And as well as we know, as great as all those moments and memories are, none are possible without a team leader, its coach. Throughout this school year, fall and winter sports produced Coach of the Year titles for each of the best 14 HT Prep sporting categories. The coaches who earned the titles this school year include Cross Country, Boys, John Stevenson, Sarasota High School. Guided the Sailors to a 9th place finish in the Class 4A state meet. Sarasota was the 4A Regional 2 runner-up and also finished second in the 4A District 4 meet. Cross Country, Girls, John Stevenson, Sarasota High School. Guided the Sailors to a 9th place finish in the Class 4A state meet. Sarasota was the 4A Region 2 runner-up and also finished second in the 4A District 4 meet. Football, Dave Marino, Palmetto High School. Guided the Tigers to a 12-2 record, a district title, and a regional title, and a berth in the state semifinals. Golf, Boys, Jay Nash, Cardinal-Mooney High School. Guided the Cougars to a 5th place finish in the Class 1A state meet. Cardinal-Mooney won the 1A Regional 3 and the 1A District 11 titles. Golf, Girls, Joe Angelo, Riverview High School. Guided the Rams to a 3rd place finish in Class 3A state meet. Riverview also won the 3A Region 3 title and the 3A District 12 crown. Swimming, Boys, John Bruning, Riverview High School. Guided the Rams to a 3rd place finish at the Class 4A state meet. Riverview finished second in the 4A Region 2 and was also runner-up in the 4A District 6 meet. Swimming, Girls, Andrew Eckerd, Sarasota High School. Guided the Sailors to a third-place finish at the Class 3A state meet. Sarasota won the 3A Region 3 meet and the 3A District 8 meet. Volleyball, Chad Sutton, Cardinal-Mooney High School. He led the Cougars to a 22-10 record in a Class 3A state championship, the first in program history, while playing one of the toughest schedules in the nation. Weightlifting, girls, Matt Galley, Charlotte High School. The Tarpons tied for 6th place in the Class 2A state meet and won district and regional championships. Wrestling, Evan Robinson, Charlotte High School. Guided the Tarpons to a 3rd place finish in Class 2A at the FHSAA state championships. Charlotte also won district and regional titles. Basketball, boys, Rudy Ferraccio, Riverview High School. In his first year as head coach, the Rams' longtime assistant guided the team to a 24-6 record, a district title, and a berth in the region semifinals. Riverview had a 17-game winning streak during the season. Basketball, girls, David Gallman, St. Stephen's. In his first year as Falcons coach, Gallman guided the team to a 26-5 record, the first regional title in program history, and the St. Stephen's first berth in the Class 3A state Final Four. Soccer, girls, Gary Bolliard, Venice High School. While playing the second toughest schedule in the state, the Indians went 15-4-2, won a district and regional title, and reached the state final where they lost to Miami Lourdes Academy 2-1. Soccer, boys, Vito Bavaro, Lakewood Ranch High School. Despite not winning the district title, the Mustangs got the 7th seed in the region and won 3 straight matches on the road to claiming a regional title and reach the state semifinals. They finished 19-6-1. That's an impressive list. And note, we have coaches on it from all across the region. Coaches, without you, we have no doubt that the achievements we celebrated here tonight would not be possible. Thank you for your hard work and your leadership. Much like this year's Player of the Year list, some all-star coaches stood out as well. And for their efforts, they've been named finalists to the 2020 Best of HT Preps Coach of the Year title. Sarasota Ford is proud to present the award for the 2020 Best of HT Preps Coach of the Year, along with the keys to a brand new Ford lease, a gift we proudly offer to this year's winner. And the 2020 Best of HT Preps Coach of the Year is Chad Sutton, Cardinal-Mooney High School.
And now it's time for the Athlete of the Year Awards presented by Lakewood Ranch. Here to kick those off is Monica Onstad, Community Relations and Lifestyle Executive for Lakewood Ranch.
Hi, I'm Monica Onstad with Lakewood Ranch, and I'm proud to be here. At Lakewood Ranch, we believe in families, in knowing our neighbors, and passing down traditions through generations. This is what makes engaging in an event centered on student achievement so endearing, helping us all to embrace an even stronger sense of community. The joy of winning is one we all strive to achieve, and for athletes of all ages, there exists a sense of commitment that allows them to win, for themselves and for their teams. They stretch, they sweat, they work, they lose, they work harder, they persevere, and they ultimately win. And that's what makes them all-stars. Among the shining examples of this year's Athlete of the Year in each sporting category, 2 athletes stand out even farther and are named the Best of HT Preps Players of the Year. And with that, Lakewood Ranch is proud to present the 2020 Athletes of the Year.
Now it's time for the biggest awards of the night.
Here to present is an athlete who at only 24 years old has set the league on fire. NFL MVP, Super Bowl MVP, Kansas City Chiefs quarterback, Patrick Mahomes.
Hey everybody, it's Patrick Mahomes of the Kansas City Chiefs. Real sorry we couldn't be there today, but we wanted to make this extra special as we get through this time together. We've reached our final awards of the night, Athlete of the Year. The awards recognize accomplishments that are often above and beyond even the highest level of performance.
Female Athlete of the Year.
Nationally, we have seen phenomenal growth in women's sports. That recognition is long overdue. Let's meet some of the female athletes who will continue that momentum and shatter expectations. The finalists for Female Athlete of the Year are
Emma Wyant, Swimming and Diving for Riverview High. Mason Schilling, Soccer for Venice High. Omira Gordon, basketball for Braden River High.
The female athlete of the year is Emma Wayant of Riverview High.
Emma Wyant is a member of the U.S. National Swim Team and a two-time HT Preps Girls Swimmer of the Year winner. She did not lose a race during her senior season and won the Class 4A state championship in the 200 individual medley and the 500 freestyle. Both her finishes were the fastest in the state in all 4 classifications. She won the same 2 races at the state level as a junior as well. Wyant is a 4-time YMCA short course national champion in the 200 and 400 individual medley, as well as the 500 and 800 freestyle, and will continue her swimming and education career at the University of Virginia.
Congratulations, Emma. State champ and undefeated. Very impressive.
Male Athlete of the Year.
Now it's time to move to the guys. To recognize the best of the best in boys high school sports. Your Male Athlete of the Year. The finalists for Male Athlete of the Year are
Alexander Gusev, swimming and diving for Riverview High. Noah Coomer, golf, Cardinal Mooney Catholic High. Trey Carroll, basketball for Charlotte High.
The Male Athlete of the Year is Alexander Gusev of Riverview High.
Swimming star Alexander Gusev made great strides from his junior to senior year, advancing from 5th place in the 500 freestyle and 9th place in the 200 individual medley to grab 2 gold medals at state. He took the top spot in the 200 individual medley and the 100 butterfly. His time in the butterfly, just 48.62 seconds, is the second fastest in the state in all 4 classifications. Gusev will continue his swimming and academic career at Arizona State.
Congratulations, Alexander. Way to bring home the gold.
Thank you, Patrick. And for one final time, let's keep this celebration going. Remember to show your support on social media with tonight's hashtags. Back to you, Sage and Jesse.
Thank you, Courtney. I'd also like to once again thank our sponsors who made this night possible. We truly could not do it without you. Stick around to see photos of all the all-stars featured here tonight and a few words from the businesses that made this night possible.
And from the staff at the Herald-Tribune, thanks for your support and for reading the inspiring sports stories throughout the year. You can see details on how to subscribe or to get more information on getting copies of tonight's show.
Congratulations, everybody. Don't stop now. Keep pushing through. Good night.
That's a wrap from all of us, and remember, it's all about the journey. Don't stop now.